Please don't stop. Cause I never did this before, no. I never did this before, no. I never did this before, no. I never.
She was in my math class with the fat ass. Used to mad laugh at mad jokes. The teacher always got mad, so we passed notes. It started off so innocent. She had a vibe and up, started digging it. But I couldn't wait to get to school.
She said, "Oh, baby, please don't stop." You did that. You laid down.
Good.
Shit, those characters so fresh.
Shit, I just got these new limited edition Air Jordans.
Shit, those the Blues Clues versions.
Shit, these are the fucking. I don't even know the basketball team. I don't watch basketball, but I like the shoes. South Carolina Tar Heels.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah. Is that what they are? Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Tar Heels.
That's what
What
Michael
the fuck's a
Jordan
tar
would call
heel?
Well, it's when you're roofing and then you step in the tar.
Oh, the tar, yeah. Yeah, wasn't there some old like fucking nursery rhyme thing about like a bunny and like a briar patch and he was with tar or something?
Dude, did you know like that one nursery that one nursery rhyme or whatever, ring around the rosy pocket full, like
It's about the Holocaust, right?
no, I thought
I thought it was.
it was about like it was as old as like when the Black Death was like the plague or whatever.
Oh.
Like it was like, dude,
Hamilton's just fucking chilling.
what do you need from me right now? Welcome back, Slapdicks Around Lunch Table, episode
110. 110.
110, huh?
Oh, I'm babe. Woo. God, it feels good to be back. Episode 110. I'm feeling good.
I feel all right today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too shabby.
Yeah.
You're looking good. I like the fit.
Well, thanks. I mean, it's just home fit, you know.
Home fit, yeah.
I'm not like going anywhere, but
Yeah, I get that.
dude, relax. This fucking cat. First and foremost, I want to talk about the sponsors, Aperture Oceans, bringing ideas and ads
To life.
Then wanted to shout out Live Stallion, Never Be Tamed, a wellness and fitness page started by our own Brandon Badiato. You can just look up him on Instagram. Brandon spelled the usual way, Badiato, Battiato. Stallion spelled the usual way, live without the E. James?
Got moles. If you have moles in the Puget Sound area, servicing northern Seattle to southern Tacoma, they are your premier mole exterminator using chemical-free methods. Also, winner of the #1 mole exterminator award from the American Mole Association. Our newest sponsor, Atlas Aeration. Check them out. Also serving the Puget Sound area using aeration and thatching to completely revamp your yard. They make your yard look like something you want to be proud of. They're actually doing our yard, so I'm very excited for that. We can apparently walk in it with our bare feet.
What? I could do it right now.
But it wouldn't be comfy. I'm saying like you're not gonna, when you're walking.
So the way they go in and take the pokies, if there's pokies?
No, dude, there's gonna be nothing. Just straight luscious grass. Apparently.
I mean, when I think of, I'm saying most grass, you can just walk in with your bare feet, right?
No, I'm saying, but you're still a little hesitant on each step. You're kinda
Florence, for example, the front lawn had a lot of pokies.
Yeah,
but most lawns are absent of pokies.
Every lawn we've had hasn't been.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying it's had pokies.
No.
You just said Florence had pokies.
The front lawn, yes, it did.
The backyard, dude, it just had stuff in it. I'm saying it's going to be so lush and thick that it's just like you're walking on like clouds.
It'll be like you're crowd surfing on the strands of grass.
Yes, exactly.
You're not even actually walking.
All the little grass hands are going. Woo!
Yeah.
I saw this tweet and it was like Rick Ross killed 15 people after he tried to crowd surf, but apparently it was a joke.
I saw one about Lizzo too. Yeah, it was a troll. It was a troll.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for the grass. I think. No, like okay, you know when you're like taking a step out and you don't like know, you kind of like cup your feet up a little bit because between.
I don't do that unless I have reason to suspect.
I know, but a lot of times you need because you kind of have like a hard surface on the heel, a hard surface underneath the first knuckle of the toes. But that
what does that have to do
with
it?
That arch is the most sensitive spot. So if a pokey hits that, I mean, you're fucking, yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting.
I'm just saying, I've ran on a lot of grass in my day, and I think I've 9 times out of 10 had no problem.
Oh, okay. Well, this grass out there is going to be fucking top notch. Thank you, Atlas Aeration.
Or how do we know the grass out there isn't already top notch?
Because look at it. It looks like fucking
Have you walked in it barefoot yet?
No, but I can tell just by looking at it with the...
I can tell that grass is not my cup of tea.
No, I'm saying you can see the dirt. It looks fucking awful. Yeah, so that's Atlas Aeration sponsor. Make sure you also check out Patreon, patreon.com/aroundthelunchtable patreon.com/ATLT for episodes early-ish, exclusive content, etc., etc. So there was a news article, Z, I want to talk about. And I guess I kind of just wanted to put you in a scenario as well. So I read this article where this woman, don't know where she was at. I'm going to assume like a bigger city or something like that. It's either a bigger city or a small town. This lady was...
Two very different things. But.
Yes, but you'll understand when I say it. Quote unquote, terrorized by a pack of squirrels in her kitchen. Okay. So
sounds like a small town thing.
Yeah, or it could be like, I guess it'd be rats. And
well, I don't think it'd be Manhattan or anything.
Yeah.
Well, if it was rats, then maybe it could be Manhattan.
Yeah, I mean, and what is a squirrel if not a rat with a fluffy tail?
Well, there's a lot of other differences.
Yeah. It's weird that we find rats repulsive, but squirrels cute, even though they both can carry disease.
Yeah, but they're both rodents, but I think we have two different schools of thought. You know?
I think it's just based on looks.
Well, rats go in trash and eat everything. You know,
so squirrels, don't they?
Not really. They just stay in their trees. They mind their own business most of the time.
Do you know on some people think on psychedelics they can speak to squirrels?
Say that again.
Some people believe that when you're on like a psychedelic
they believe.
drug,
I thought you said when you do psychedelics, you talk to squirrels. I'm like, okay,
apparently,
where's the squirrel?
I mean, I don't know if they talk. They're not just like, hey, what's up, man? Like they're not, but like they know if you're doing drugs, and that's why they'll come up to you. Like people will be like, yo, I was on drugs. Like remember, we weren't doing psychedelic drugs, but remember the deer that one time that ate a cracker out of our hands?
That's true. Okay,
I was like
I had a
18.
story. I was on such psychedelic.
Way back in the day,
something.
obviously.
Yeah, it was a while back. It was in Eugene. And I was really fucked up, and I had thought that I'm like, oh, it must have been just because I was tripping dick. That didn't really happen.
Yeah.
And then the next time, a squirrel was like right there on the ledge, and it just stood there.
Yeah,
it didn't
exactly.
and it didn't leave. No, and here's the thing: I was fucked up, but I was like, hey, I'm fucked up. I know this is real. The first time I thought I was like, okay, I'm tripping. That's not real. But this one, it was real because my buddy was right there. He's like, dude, why is there a fucking squirrel just staring at us? I'm like,
apparently,
I don't know. It was weird.
know,
it was
dude.
weird, man.
They fucking know.
Is it kind of like the animal instincts? Like when a dog will start growling, it knows something's coming before you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be like that.
Well, dogs can sense like earthquakes and shit way before you do.
Really?
Yeah.
So when it just starts going haywire, get in the tub.
But when it's haywire, you would know as well.
Oh, okay. I'm saying when the dog starts going haywire, get in the tub.
It's like when you see or like if something bad's really crazy, if you see thousands of birds in the sky flying south, you should probably start going south because something's bad's about to happen.
Birds, yeah.
Instincts. It's animal instincts,
Yeah. No, I think. But
I don't know what that has to do with psychedelics,
but apparently, no, I'm being serious. The fucking squirrels, particularly, because a lot of times people do psychedelics and they'll go out in the woods, be one with nature and shit. And that's part of that's where that comes from. Be one with nature because nature.
Are you a one with nature guy?
No, I've never done.
No, I'm saying, would you like? Is that something you do? You do like I'm going to go out in nature and.
I think I don't.
No, I said, would you?
Oh, would I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Use your ears.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No. Yeah.
I think that would be a good place.
It's very grounding. That's why people take their shoes off as well because your feet touch the earth. It's very grounding to the earth.
I don't know if this is true. I read an article about this.
Yeah, a lot of
it was something about like when you're barefoot on. Obviously, it's very minuscule amount. It's not like you get charged from the earth or something like that. But there actually is like
heard this shit.
Electrons or whatever that actually. It's a real thing.
Well, that's how Frodo and Sam made it to Mount Doom. they weren't wearing shoes.
This was going fine. We were going a really constructive, educated place, and you just fucking ruined it.
Okay, sorry.
That's how the hobbits got there.
Anyways,
that's
I have heard that it's very grounding. There's also people who sleep like on the fucking dirt or whatever, and dude, they're like filled with energy. They wake up never groggy, fucking shit. Like
I don't know if
I'm serious, man. It's fucking real. It's grounding with
dude.
the earth.
This guy's homeless, but he's never groggy. He's never
not
groggy.
homeless. I don't know. Fucking remember. Maybe that was too far off.
Dude, this guy sleeps on the pavement. He's never groggy, man.
Well, the pavement doesn't count.
I guess that's true.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
a
actually,
man-made mixture of limestone and water.
Yeah, it's not actually on the Earth's ground.
Yeah,
well, it's on the ground. Yeah, you know what I mean.
gotta be good old fashioned dirt, you know?
Yeah, like in the woods or something.
Yes, exactly. Best naps I've ever gotten are in the woods, hunting.
Or like in a hammock.
Whoa,
or
I never
something.
realized that. I've talked about that before, where I said the best nap, the sleep I've ever gotten was when I burrowed myself onto a little fucking slope because my dad was like, yeah, we're going to scare the deer towards you or some shit. And I just fell asleep. And I've literally said on the podcast, it was the best sleep I've ever fucking gotten. I didn't put two and two together.
Wow.
I was sleeping.
Maybe that's something to do with it.
Huh. I'm going to take a nap outside tonight.
I don't know if that's quite the same thing, but
it's dirt. I mean, after Atlas Aeration touches it, I'm going to be sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, be like a mattress. You just throw away your bed.
Oh, fuck. I don't use it anyways.
That's true. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, but apparently that is a real thing. And obviously you and I don't, dabble in the art of drugs anymore. But I think back in the day, late teenage years, I would have liked to, be a little more coherent about what was going on around me, say squirrels.
I feel like the true appreciation of psychedelics would have to come later in life.
Yeah, exactly. Because you have to have intentions when you
like
do
when
this.
you're younger, it's like, okay, I'm just getting fucked up. Like I'm just
But
getting
now you can have full on intentions and like bring those intentions into your experience. What?
Sorry, I can't.
No, I'm being serious.
No, it's your just never mind.
Tell me.
It's just the way you're saying it. I just don't ever hear you talk like that, so it's funny.
What do you mean? That's part of it.
Oh, you have intentions, and you bring this intention into.
I'm just saying.
It's just really interesting. Yeah.
God, you're an interesting guy.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, there's definitely, it's a good way to get completely fucked up, of course. But I think that there are also some amazing things that can happen alongside.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think if you could do it and talk to any animal, which one you talking to?
Any animal?
I'm thinking like a kangaroo because I'm hoping
they'd probably be really cool if
I feel like it'd like dap me up,
Yeah, kangaroos are fucking dope. They're actually kind of dicks too. They'll knock people off bikes for no fucking reason. They're kind of assholes.
And they have 3 pussies.
They have 3 pussies.
So I'd ask it what it does with those. I think that'd be my first question.
Any animal? I think I would want to talk to like a really old orangutan. I feel like he'd be wise.
Oh, a wise one.
Like an old orangutan. Like one that's been in captivity for 30 years and he's just really old.
I'd want an old one.
It would remind me of something like Rafiki from Lion King.
Okay.
Maybe like a really old monkey of some sort.
Or like a turtle. They live forever.
Oh, yeah, a sea turtle. It's like
Master Oogway off Kung Fu Panda.
Yes, Master Oogway.
Was he...
He was a turtle, yeah.
Dude, remember when that guy on Instagram kept changing whatever the fuck he'd say?
No.
It was like, it was just like fucked up shit. It was like if you... It'd be like something sexual, but it'd put like the music and he's like letting the flower go or whatever.
My time has come.
Yeah. Dude, great fucking man. The thing is,
what's that line from Kung Fu Panda? He's like, he's talking about like the peach tree or whatever. He's like, he hands him the seed.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you might wish for an apple or an orange, but it will always be a peach tree.
It's kind of hard.
Dude, he has some hard bars in there for sure.
Dude, a lot of those little movies, like
Disney has a habit of throwing in some nuggets like that.
Some curveballs. Yeah. Well, there's also a dick on the
clouds
on the Little Mermaid cover. Yeah, there's a frenulum. It's just you can see like the slope of the...
But is that something about someone is just wanting to find versus what they actually put? I do know subliminal things they do put in a lot of in Lion King. I think sex is in the clouds at one point in the scene.
Just the word sex.
Yeah,
that's like someone who just learned how to curse. They're like, they just say fuck with everything.
I didn't do it. I'm just telling you what I saw.
I know. I'm saying that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, I didn't tell them, dude. Sex would be sick in the clouds.
Yeah, it's very childish. I mean, I'd write like
for a childish movie.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like imagine like telling your boys when you get home from animating Disney all day, like, dude, wait for fucking 19 minutes in 36 seconds.
Dude, I put sex in the clouds.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I'd write like a good one-liner or something. I think. But no, so basically something I wanted to go over today, if we can. You talked about, or I believe you wrote this down. So it's actually interesting because I think you just sent me a clip about this. What are the qualifications to be able to compete in the Special Olympics? Like, could a guy who's disabled but physically fine compete and just shit on everyone? Or
I don't. Okay, I was thinking about this.
Is there a list of disorders and diseases?
I'm assuming it's disorders and diseases, and you'll be placed in said category. But the thing is, there's also so many types. It's like, okay, yeah, there's like for wheelchairs, they'll compete against, I guess, obviously, other
yeah,
wheelchairs.
I would think so.
But yeah, it's like can someone with cerebral palsy be playing against someone with Down syndrome in the javelin? But that wouldn't be fair.
No. It wouldn't be fair.
Is that funny?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not funny at all. I don't think. I'm just saying.
I know.
That doesn't make sense. Like I'm saying, I'm assuming they don't just say, okay, disorder, disabled. Okay, yeah, you're doing this, you're doing that. I don't think that's. Obviously, they train everything for it.
Yeah, I think they have their own sport that they're going into.
Yeah, but I'm saying
it's such a broad.
It's a Special Olympics. It's like
this is a very.
But what do you
we have to walk on eggshells on this topic?
Well, I'm not making fun. I'm
not either.
Well, you brought it up, so if you want to walk on eggshells, here we are.
No, I know. I'm just saying it is interesting because one, I think maybe you sent this to me. I don't remember. I saw this post. Is like the guy who invented the Special Olympics really risked it all there.
Yeah.
Because imagine
it's to be more inclusive so other people less fortunate have something
I know that. But that guy had to go to a board of people and was like, hey, like, it's like all the people with disabilities, let's get them to play games. I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying that guy, he was a pioneer, but like...
No, I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, let's get him together and play games.
Like, I don't know. I know it's about inclusivity.
I don't know. I don't know the qualifications. I'm just saying, I do think that it's... I was randomly driving and thinking of it, and I was just thinking, okay...
We're not making
I'm like,
fun
hey,
of this.
can this guy with this disability compete against this guy with this disability, but doesn't one disability have an advantage over if it's more physical than the other? I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't think there's like an ADHD.
But maybe the guy that has more physical disabilities is smarter than the guy who doesn't have. I don't
exactly. So I don't think it's like it's like I have ADHD and some kid on Adderall.
That is
cracked out,
slide canceling his javelin. No, I don't think ADHD even counts as disability.
No, it doesn't. It was just a joke. Like, I think it's like. I'm gonna guess that they group them together.
I'm assuming it has to rank as a physical disability.
Yes, but there's so many different. I mean, what if a guy lost his foot versus like a whole leg, and then
dude, okay, listen, they have these things now, like
the fucking blades,
the amputee legs. I swear to God, I'd be like, take my other leg so I can run. Like the wind, I feel like because they're bent, and they actually provide like some bounce
and
a little
bounce,
bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. That's like an advantage. Like a dude's like running like an antelope through the fucking track.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude.
I feel like when you're standing, you're kind of standing like a character loading screen.
Because think about this: when you're running, when you're running, right? Like your feet, your calves, like they're flexing up, and like you're actually picking up. And this, you're just actually.
It's also lighter. It's one blade.
Yeah, you're
instead of all that meat and bones.
You're picking up and setting down, basically, just like this. You're not actually like making a certain like. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I've seen the thing.
Like you're only moving this part, picking up,
you
putting
also
down,
have to think
forward.
of the aerodynamics. It's this blade that's whooshing through the air.
Like the propulsion and the jumping. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Of the blade from the weight, it's not your foot like it would be pushing off. It's actually the blade doing it.
It's a whole,
and you're just
springy.
actually moving, and
it's
you're
springy.
actually going off of the springy.
Bones aren't springy.
They're not. No,
they are not. So no, it's
but you
definitely
can have bounce and have bones.
Bounce bones. I mean, kind of.
Well,
not as much.
I'm saying
as
you can have
blade.
bounce. Okay, it's not literally a spring
I know,
blade.
but it is a piece of metal that can compress.
Yes. To an extent, slightly.
I believe it gives an advantage. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, because we know nothing about the topic. I think that it is either like they group them up by their disabilities, or maybe they have like a combine beforehand, and then give everyone like a score.
I'm assuming, the same way they do the Olympics originally, just somewhere else.
I would think so.
Yeah. But not with, obviously, a different disability, I guess you could say. Like each one, I'm assuming, but it can't be just like one disability. It's got to be like a mixture. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of people with a lot of those disabilities.
I know.
I'm going to say that they group them up by class.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Or maybe there's like a tiered system of like, these are like class 1 disabilities, these are class 2.
That makes sense, probably, yeah.
If anyone knows.
Did you, I actually saw this on the news today. Did you see that Pablo Escobar's hippos from the 80s are costing Colombia millions and millions of dollars? Because
hippos?
Yeah, well, he illegally imported hippos in the 80s, right?
Why?
Because he had like $1 billion. He's Pablo Escobar. He had a whole fucking zoo. He had literally a whole zoo at his house. I'm saying, so after he died, I think there was like, he got like 10 hippos. now there's like 80.
Oh, because
they do not belong. Like they don't belong. They're ruining. They're just causing.
Have you ever
ruckus.
seen someone throw a watermelon in one of those?
Yeah, and they
mouths?
Yeah. But I'm saying it now.
The thing is, it doesn't even hit their teeth. It's just like the top of their. It's like it's like when you put like a one of those Listerine things on your tongue. You just push it to the roof of your
hippos
mouth.
kill more people a year than any other animal.
Hippos?
Yeah.
Are there hippos around?
Okay. I was gonna say
I'm saying how many hippos do people come in contact with a year?
not here, obviously.
Oh, the whole world.
Yeah, in the whole world, not here. I'm saying, but
I believe genocide's probably the number one killer. I mean, that's happening, but we just don't.
I said the number one
animal
animal
by animals. Yeah.
Okay. So I was going to say, it's costing them millions of dollars because now they're shipping 60 to India and 10 to Mexico, and it's going to cost them millions because it's like, altogether, it's like 200,000 pounds of hippo. So they have to ship these things away because they have to get them away from South America because they're like, we can't fucking have these here because in a decade, we're going to have now like 100 and something or 200 something, and then it's going to get out of control.
Yeah, there was this thing. I remember when I went on this tour this like tour thing in Hawaii. They were talking about how there's a certain kind of snake that wasn't supposed to be brought there because there's predator and prey, and it's a natural ecosystem. Yes. Exactly. Wow. We're so educated. But apparently someone just decided to be like, fuck you, Hawaii, and brought the snake. And now there's a ton of
Someone brought the snake.
I don't know, like a plane or like a carry-on or something. Before 9/11, obviously, before you had to check shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they just not check shit? Or it was more like they pat you down. All right, you're good. No machine guns. That's good.
No,
for me.
it was like getting on a bus, dude. You just walked on.
That's crazy.
Because, dude, fucking Russ was telling me, like, when they would go pick up buses and shit.
Back when, like, in the 90s and shit like that.
He'd just have a whole thing of fucking tools. And he'd just walk on the plane with it. I mean, there's fucking knives and fucking dikes and
people are smoking in there.
Oh, yeah. What a time.
What a life. I think that's one thing I missed out on being alive or, like, being older in that time was I think I would have at least wanted to wear like an old school suit and have a cigarette in the plane.
Yeah.
At least once.
You ever notice how old the plane is when it says like no smoking, not yet? Like
yeah. Now, and they had to change it and still has the original emblem or something
and it's like, hey, we haven't smoked
now that they're changing, because most airlines, I think most of them are updated now.
But on a few.
But it makes me sad because I remember flying like 7 years ago, and it still had the OG.
Yeah.
And
I think it's the ones the Medford.
Kind of makes me sad. It's leaving behind history. Is what it is.
I think it's those little.
Do you think that's why some of the older planes now give me? Stay on board with me here.
Mm-hmm. I'm bored.
That some of them, how that they were white inside, but not really white like that.
It was taupe. It's the same thing that they put in casinos. It's very soothing.
But was it purposeful, or was it because now the planes they're white? I think my theory is they were taupe because people, when they were first new, smoked in there, and the white obviously turns darker
into a taupe.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that we see a lot of those planes because we take the little puddle jumpers, from fucking Seattle to Medford. It's still got the props on them.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, they never turn off the fucking planes. Ever.
Really?
They never shut them down.
Actually, it makes sense because they don't want.
They got to keep them going,
Yeah.
baby. If that thing's not in the air, it's losing money. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's like the same thing. If if a plane is parked for an extended period, it'll fail like the inspections because it's like if it's not been flying, then rust can happen. A lot of things can happen.
Here's the thing, though. Imagine if they're just like, well, we inspected it when we started it. It hasn't shut off yet. Like they just don't keep inspecting it. That's the other thing.
Well, if it's running, then the engine's hot. There's rust isn't forming in the spots. Where
I understand that. The thing is the only thing I know is a pre-trip inspection on like a commercial vehicle.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To properly do it is like an hour, right?
Yeah.
It's a long fucking time. No one fucking does it, right? But on a plane, it pulls up. The people get off and we get on, and then they're like, "Yep, it's good." It's like
guy comes on with fucking Lysol. All right. Let's go.
And it's like, are you telling me you guys did a faster inspection than on like a little vehicle? Like,
but I feel if we're talking about commercial airlines, I feel like planes are a lot of a different animal versus a car engine. It's just a lot different.
Still engines. Still burning fuel, creating thrust.
Yeah, but it stays the same.
I'll tell you something else.
Versus a vehicle when it's stopping, it's going faster, it's slowing down. It's like most of it's pretty much the same, and you're gliding a lot.
Thing is, how do they stop?
What do you mean?
There's no brakes on those wheels. There's no calipers. They're not disc.
Well, it's the flaps.
Flaps up, flaps down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you fly flaps up, flaps down?
Well, the times I've flown, I would say, I have done some flight simulators.
Yeah.
And I'm always flaps down.
Well, that gives you better speed.
Yeah.
The only thing is like, okay, so I've always seen, when they're like, we're descending, and it's like, and the little flap comes up. Dude, holding that thing is one little hydraulic piston thing. And I'm like, This flap is taking on 700-mile-an-hour winds. Like I'm just waiting for it to be like.
Yeah, just launch off, dude. You know, I watched a video about this. It was very interesting. In aircraft carriers, right? You know, when a jet lands, so you'd think so they're going super fast. They actually don't slow down.
There's like a net and a hook.
No, there's 4 sets of chains and hooks. So it's for if the guy. You start smiling when I tell something.
I'm very interested.
And I need to know what's happening.
I'm very interested.
Okay, there's 4 sets of hooks, these chains and hooks.
Chains and hooks.
Chains and hooks. And so in case he misses one, so he knows where one's at. But they never slow down in case he misses it, so then they could take off again and not crash in the ocean.
Oh.
That's why they need, like, so they have this crazy system that stops the whole plane and holds it from going off, but the pilot never slows down, because if he does and he misses, then he'll fucking fall in the ocean. But if he doesn't, then he can just take off again.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw that in Top Gun. Yeah. Yeah.
Then why was it funny?
No, I was just like, it was just impressive that you knew the amounts of chains and hooks.
That is.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. You're just very knowledgeable on a lot of
I'm not knowledgeable. I'm
shit.
just repeating what I heard.
I know. I just want to know where you hear these things.
I watch a lot of things.
I know.
I go down a lot of rabbit holes.
I know, and those rabbit holes just keep going further.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I actually saw something today for a conspiracy hour here. For any of you just curious, go to Google Maps, go to the fucking capital of like the United States Capitol in DC, zoom out. It literally makes a fucking Masonic symbol with the streets and shit around it. And then if you go to the White House, they literally have, it's like this, they're called something loop. There's like different loops. And literally, like, here's the White House. Then it's like loop whatever, loop whatever, loop whatever, loop whatever. And then these direct streets that make a pentagram.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's
Fucking weird. Because founding fathers were Freemasons, I believe. So it makes sense.
Freemasons.
Freemasons blowing shit up.
Yeah, that they were. Well, they were all
Here's
Freemasons.
the thing about that. It's like you see like a Freemason temple in like Buckley, Washington. It's like these guys aren't.
These guys aren't big time.
No,
They're small time.
No,
You know?
you got to work yourself through the ranks. I think.
Well, what's that? Was that oh, that wasn't. Never mind. That wasn't a Masonic temple. And wasn't there one by our apartment in Eugene? There was a Masonic one, wasn't there?
Yes, because we stopped there one time and we.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but I was gonna say the
That
one.
was a day.
The one in Central Point. That's a Jehovah's Witness one. The big gold in Central Point. That big fucking.
That was also a Masonic temple because we. Used
Wait,
to
was
have,
it really?
We used to have church. Remember, there was like an altar and everything. Yeah.
That was a big league Masonic temple.
Yeah, that was, which is weird because it was in Southern Oregon. Which is.
But
strange.
remember how nice it was? You walk around like it was insane.
Dude, the altar though, I was like, how many
Wait, the
lambs? have been
altar?
slain? Yeah, there's a white altar in there. Yep.
I've never been inside. What did you go inside for?
We used to have church in there. Our church used to fucking. But before Liberty.
I think we're thinking of two different buildings.
No, it was. It had the blue.
No.
And what color were the seats?
I don't know. I've never been in there.
Oh yeah, the seats are blue on the inside, and it goes up.
Are you talking about the big gold top?
I don't know. That looks like the fucking.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay,
No, 'cause
you don't know
I
which
thought we
one
were
I'm
talking about the
speaking
same
of.
thing.
There is a very,
It's a Masonic lodge.
very, very
Big,
elegant,
big, yeah,
elegant building
big, yeah.
with the black tall fence around, with nice ass grass, a courtyard and shit. It's insanely
I
nice.
believe we used to have our shit there.
I don't think so because I
I
feel
was
like
a
that's a
very
very
young
exclusive
child.
establishment. I don't think they could be like, hey, these Baptists can come here.
You know, I'm probably wrong.
I'm just
might
saying.
be right. I don't know.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like 3, but I remember there was like rows of blue chairs, kind of in a stadium pattern, where they kind of tiered up. And there was an altar.
And Liberty had their gigs there.
I believe it was before Liberty.
Was it?
What was it before that?
I don't know. I don't think I was there before that. So
Yeah, I was there from day one. Really earned my stripes.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Are you a I don't, I don't know why.
Are you an atheist? Do you believe in a higher power?
No, I was just saying. Are you a spank guy? Like you're gonna spank your kids?
That's gonna depend on who I marry. I think I'm gonna let her decide that.
So what if she's like, I don't ever want to discipline our kids?
Dude. Oh my god. She's holding on to my shit. You're gonna scratch my stuff. Here's the thing. My kids are being disciplined 100%. I don't
What
know,
I mean is physically.
I don't know how to do that yet.
You do it to him, it's the same thing as a cat. Whap!
I've never hit our cat.
You've never went like this when he's done something?
No, I just like get him and push him off me or something. I've never purposely inflicted pain on him.
You're not gonna get in trouble here. I'm
not saying that,
I'm
but
I'm trying to make a point. You're okay with PETA. No one's gonna come get you.
I know I haven't purposely.
You never hit Oliver?
No.
You never tapped him on the head when he was kind of being a little bitch?
If I was just like, hey, like, shoot, get out of the way.
Okay, anyway, I can't even make...
Anyways, am I going to spank my kids? Here's the thing. I don't know if I could do it. Like...
You don't know if you could do it?
Okay, that's something you love and you're purposely inflicting pain on them with a fucking belt. Like, that would break my heart. Like, fuck.
That's why the parents admit, this is hurting me way more than it's hurting you.
I know. I mean, and I will give my parents credit. Afterwards, they would always sit down and tell me that they loved me and that they were doing it because they loved me. At the time, I didn't understand.
So because you'll feel bad, you will not discipline your kids?
They will be disciplined. I don't know if I'm spanking them.
Like even like a little smack on the wrist or something?
Okay, yeah, that's not spanking.
Okay. I didn't mean pull out a fucking fishing rod and smack him in the head. I'm just saying like just a normal spanking. Like, okay, he's being... Okay,
that's not the kind of spanking I got.
I know. I'm not saying what we got. We got some really brutal spanking. I'm not saying like our dads did. My dad grabbed me, threw me around. Sorry, Dad, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, statute of limitations. You're good now.
It's been 7 years.
It's been 7 years. I'm saying it was brutal. But I'm not saying like we were necessarily. I'm saying the nature of spanking, just like a bend him over.
Yeah, I think that you can tell what kids were spanked and what weren't. Definitely.
Oh, 100% you can.
So I think that I need to teach my kids that there are consequences to actions, right? Now, I don't...
yeah, I would agree with that.
Thank you. But I don't know the proper steps to take that as I don't have kids. And I don't know...
but I'm saying off the top, what would be your steps? Your kid breaks your sliding glass window, right? He's like 5.
Did he do it on purpose or an accident? That's two different things.
He did it on purpose. You told him not to throw rocks.
He just looks at me and
you
he's
told
just
him
like,
not to. You told him not to. Oh, he's like 6 or 7. I don't know. You told him not to throw rocks in the house. He hucked a big rock, shattered the window.
I think I'm going to start off small and see what works. Right? I'm taking he does that. I'm taking away everything he enjoys and loves, right? Because no, I'm taking like his favorite toy. I mean, I don't know if he's old enough to have a phone like things.
7.
Okay, sorry, he's not old enough.
You know what? I think you're going to be one of those parents.
The what?
The like 8-year-old kid's gonna have an iPad or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that.
Why? Yeah. Give me one reason why.
You're a big technology guy. I feel like our parents weren't. I'm saying, but it's natural for one of those things.
Is fucking Hamilton rocking the latest Apple Watch?
He's a fucking cat.
And he has no technology.
Are you stupid?
That's the closest thing I
Are
have
you
to a
honestly
child.
dumb? It's a fucking cat.
Yeah, and I could have him an automated litter box, automated feeder, the best technology at Petco, but no.
If the only thing stopping you from doing that is because you don't feel like it.
It's like, because it's pointless. I don't fucking need it.
What are we talking about the cat? I'm just saying I feel like
it's the closest thing I have to a child. I don't have a kid.
No shit. I'm just asking you like hype like.
I don't think I'm going to get my kid a phone. I don't want to fucking pay for it. Why does he need a phone?
But you won't be mad if you have to pay for the window? Oh, son.
What does the phone have to... I said I would be mad. I'd take away everything he fucking likes. He likes a fucking Tonka truck. Boom, done. It's in the attic. Like, I would start taking away things.
Would you guys have an attic? I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Just start asking questions that don't fucking matter.
I'm saying, like, start taking away things like grounding in a way. And if that works... And he comes to terms.
Okay. My question is, if none of it works, what is your most drastic measure?
Drastic?
Yeah.
Fucking boarding school, man. Like drastic. Like
might get wrapped in some plastic.
Yeah, like if he starts putting cats' heads in a microwave and I can't do anything to fucking about it. Like you said drastic measure.
Like in a punishment scenario, like, all right, it's time to act. I gotta give this kid a whooping.
I'm saving spankings for the. I'm gonna try things out first.
Okay.
And if they don't work, then spanking's going to happen. But I mean, I'm going to exhaust all other options before I go to that. But I believe children do need to learn. And to be honest,
so you don't believe in spankings?
I do. I'm just saying maybe for me nothing else worked, so they had to beat me with a fucking belt. Beat me with a belt. I'm not saying abusive. Sorry. I'm saying... Fuck,
your dad's going to listen to this and be like, whoa!
Not beat me like abusively. No, that's not what I meant. No, I'm saying it didn't work for me and that's fine, okay? But there are some kids that learn very, very, very easily. But here's the thing.
You're going to get a text from your dad for this.
I know.
Dude.
He's going to comment on the Patreon.
He's going to be like, I didn't beat you.
Yeah, I know.
I spanked you.
I know. I understand that. My bad. Anyways, what I'm saying is that some kids, they learn easier. But I will honestly say that some of the ways that my parents disciplined me, I truly believe, looking back now,
forged you in the man you are
forged
today.
me into the man I am today.
Yeah.
I understand.
I think they
how
could
to
have
respect others.
I think they could have went a little more. I think they could have went a little more hard on you in terms of your attitude. And I'm just joking.
My attitude.
I'm joking.
I think they could have. If I had to critique how my parents raised me, I guess
what I would have done is
no. I think a big thing is kids are going to do a lot of the things that they're going to do either way.
Yeah.
And so if you restrict all freedom around that, strict parents make sneaky kids.
Yes.
So I'm not going to be like, hey, kids, you want to smoke weed? Do it in my office. Like, I'm not going to be like that. But it's like, do I want my kids to smoke weed? No, I don't. Are they going to probably do it? By the time I have kids, there's going to be some new drugs out there. You put it in eye drops or in your eyes, and it's going to be fucking.
Well, you do it with acid already. I mean, that's a little hardcore, though.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Me either.
We should try.
I was kind of scared to do that. I was just like, I don't want to put it in right in my fucking eyes.
I've never been offered to do it in my eyes.
I've never been offered to do it in my eyes.
Okay, no, I've never had someone be like, "Hey, you want to take like a tab?" And they're just like, "Okay."
Well, I think I'd be kind of scared because I'm like,
it's gonna burn your eye. Like you can just put it on your tongue and it still works.
Yeah, but I'm saying
You're gonna say it doesn't burn your eyes. You're gonna say it doesn't burn.
I wanted to know. Well, have you ever done it? How do you know? I'm saying what happened is I'm saying I want to know the difference between the two. Like, is there an actual
the visuals are way crazier.
I'm assuming they must be.
That was a pun because the visuals it's on your
eye.
Yes.
I'm saying it must be crazier to do it that way. Here comes trouble.
Here comes
Did
trouble.
you get milk? Thank you.
Hey, we already got a bag of cat food, by the way, but good job. Thank you.
I bought it back.
That's her not trusting you that you were going to buy the bag.
That was what she gave me all the shit for, was the cat food. And I went and got the cat food. And then she went and got the cat food. So we both have cat food.
Well, it doesn't expire, I guess.
No, but I'm just saying.
That's one less trip to go get cat food, I guess.
All right. Well, lucky for you. Yeah.
We're at 36.
Yeah, we are at 36.
Well, Z, where can they find you?
They can find me at Isaiah_Leslie on Instagram. James, where can they find you?
In the streets. They can find me at Jack_Spencer. Both of our Instagrams on the at Around the Lunch Table. Make sure you check out atltstore.com for merch. We got the summer collection coming out soon. Also, patreon.com/ATLT for episodes early-ish, exclusive content. Also, State Champ Podcast is on the back burner right now, but the Weirdly Artistic Podcast has just dropped.
Whoa, what?
You saw the stories, Jordan and Nick's and Jose's?
Oh, artistic.
Oh,
I thought you said the Weirdly Autistic Art Show. I'm like,
No.
that's what it was called?
No, the Weirdly Artistic Podcast has just dropped. Make sure you check them out on Spotify. It's the only thing they're on right now because they didn't listen to me on how to make an RSS feed. But they are on there.
This is a Jack Spence special. You didn't do this because you didn't listen to me.
Well, I told them how to do it. But they're only on Spotify. They will be on other platforms here shortly, but they're only on one. Yeah, so make sure
we're in India, so...
Yeah, actually, dude, we got a lot of downloads
Was it Ghana?
from the United Kingdom.
Is that Ghana? Is that what
Yeah. And Gia Vazan or something like that.
That can't be right.
Yeah, make sure you check out the Weirdly Artistic Podcast. It's nothing like ours. It's not a comedy podcast. It's talking about their life as digital creators, doing stuff in cinematography, their art passions, projects, and a lot of other nerdy things like that.
Are we gonna be getting a spool? Well, I don't know why
we are getting a table, yes.
So are we actually going to get one? Because I was
It's
thinking
coming up on May 20th.
I was thinking of when this happens, then we could do
can
more.
put
We could do more activities on these tables.
Oh, yes.
Like bring the camera closer, or have an extra camera closer,
Yes.
so they can get. Maybe we can do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you check out Weirdly Artistic. State Champ Podcast is having a current
And their sequel, Weirdly Autistic, is going to be coming next month.
yes, featuring the Special Olympics. So
That was out of order,
that was not out of
but
order.
it was funny.
Thank you, and see ya.
Let's get rowdy up in here.